Here's some simple math that most people don't know. When I was a kid, cartoon characters would occasionally dig down through the earth, and they would dig so deep that they would come out on the opposite side of the planet in China. The only problem is China and North America are both in the northern hemisphere. So to get from one to the other through the earth, you'd have to dig more of a tunnel. There's even a term called the China syndrome, where a nuclear meltdown causes all the nuclear sludge to melt all the way through the planet and come out on the opposite side of the earth to China. Just a tongue-in-cheek term, of course. So to find out what's on the opposite side of the planet as you just take the earth for the latitude. Here's the North Pole, here's the equator, which is 0. Here in the Midwest in North America, we're at about 40 degrees north, so we're about halfway up because this makes a 90-degree angle from here to here. So you just change 40 degrees north to 40 degrees south to get your latitude. I learned as a kid to not confuse latitude and longitude. Latitude is like the rungs on a ladder, so latitude for ladder. So those are the horizontal lines that go up. So this tells us how far below the equator we are. Next, we find our longitude, which tells us how far away from, basically how far away from England we are. So 0 degrees right here for longitude. This is the North Pole that we're looking down upon right here. So there's 0 degrees that runs through Greenwich, England, called the prime meridian. The opposite side of the planet is 180 degrees, which is the anti-meridian. So to go 20 degrees to the east or west from Greenwich, say if you went 20 degrees west to go all the way through the earth, you'd be at 160 degrees east. Just 180 degrees minus your longitude, and then change west to east. So 180 minus 20 is 160. 180 minus 160 is 20. And I just change east to west. And that's all I showed right there. So here in North America, we're at about 40 degrees north of the equator. So we're about halfway up the globe. We're about 90 degrees west on our longitude, which means we're 1/4 of the way around the planet from Greenwich, England. Change your 40 degrees north to 40 degrees south, 90 degrees west to 90 degrees east. That puts us way out in the Indian Ocean, about 1,300 miles from Perth, off the west coast of Australia. So we would be way out in the ocean. That distance is roughly the distance of halfway across the continental United States.